Hello and welcome to the world of Pokemon. This is Tis Me Being Me, Tis Me for short, and welcome to part 4 of my Pokemon Yellow walkthrough. Now in the last episode we faced Brock and beat him, and we made it through Route 3. In this video we're going to tackle Mount Moon. As my wife put it, we're going to low kick Mount Moon because of Ip-Man's low kick. Before we do that, I want to go into this Pokemon Center. There's something kind of neat in here. If you talk to this guy right here, he says, "Hello there. Have I got a deal just for you? I'll let you have a swell Magikarp for just $500. What do you say?" Obviously, I don't have enough money. At the end of the last video, I went ahead and head back to the to Pewter City and bought a few more potions. I thought I would need them as I headed through Mount Moon. So I don't have enough money to buy this Magikarp. But if you do, you know, it's not a bad Pokemon. I mean, obviously, Magikarp is going to be absolutely terrible. The only two moves it'll know until it evolves is Splash, which does absolutely nothing, and Tackle. But when it evolves into a Gyarados at level 20, the first move it will learn as soon as it evolves is Dragon Rage. So you know, it'll be rough to train it up, but at level 20, you have a Gyarados, and you have a Dragon Pokemon for the rest of the game. So, you know, not a bad idea if you're looking to have a Dragon Pokemon. Me personally, I'm not looking for a Dragon Pokemon on my team. I kind of, as I go through, I kind of build my team based on what the Elite Four is going to look like. And even though a Dragon Pokemon would be good for the last trainer in the Elite Four, I really don't. I really can't think of anything else he'd be good for. So I'm going to forego that. But if you want a Dragon Pokemon, definitely a good idea. The other Dragon Pokemon you can get in the game, Dratini, comes so much later in the game. It's kind of hard to get it trained up before you reach the Elite Four. So, like I said, Magikarp kind of hard to deal with, but once it evolves into Gyarados, definitely a strong Pokemon, and it's definitely an option you could pursue if you want that. But I don't, so I'm just going to go ahead and head into Mount Moon and get started. This would be the equivalent of a dungeon in other RPGs, as you really have this long area where you can run into wild Pokemon. There's no grass, it's just the entire cave. You can run into wild Pokemon, there'll be trainers you have to battle. It's the equivalent of a dungeon, effectively, in the Pokemon games, so definitely going to be a little more difficult, but I think we'll be able to make it. Just got TM12 there. To the left, you get a couple items. I think there's a trainer battle in Pokemon Yellow that you can encounter over here. We'll find out in a couple of seconds. I'm going to run from any wild encounters, though, but I do need it. It's a good idea. The good thing I ran into that Zubat, because I remember I do need to switch my Ip-Man with Captain Mal, so that Ip-Man can get experience. There's a trainer I was talking about. The reason I'm doing that, Captain Mal could probably hold his own with several battles in here, but later on you're going to run into a lot of Geodudes and Onyxes and things like that, with the hikers that you'll see. So you definitely want a Pokemon that can handle those. So I'm just going to let Ip-Man get a lot of experience in this cave. But we have a bug catcher, so even though fighting Pokemon, even though bug Pokemon are resistant to fighting moves, I think we'll be alright taking out these Caterpies and Weedles, maybe Metapod too. Poison Sting won't do too much damage. I do have antidotes this time in case I get poisoned, so I won't have to worry about that, just like I got poisoned right now. Nothing too much to worry about. It'll do 1 or 2 damage every turn, so we won't worry too much about it. Got a Kakuna. This one should be pretty easy to take out. You can see I'm using Scratch. Like I said, bug Pokemon are resistant to fighting moves. I could see what Low Kick will do, but I doubt it'll do more damage than Scratch. Yeah, see, it didn't do very much damage at all. I might be in trouble. I might have to switch out to Captain Mal for this one to give it a couple of Thunder Shocks. If these scratches don't get a little more, if these scratches stop hurting as much, because Kakuna is going to keep using Harden. So we'll see what happens. You can see the scratch is doing less and less each turn. And the poison is going to keep hurting me the same amount. Fortunately, Kakuna doesn't, well, if it does know anything else, it'd probably just tackle. So fortunately, it won't do too much damage to me, if it does any damage at all. But I'm not worried too much about it. I should be able to take it. It looks like I'll be able to take it out with Hitman scratches. Not the most difficult trainer in this cave. But definitely took it out there. So it took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but Hitman grew to level 13, so that's a nice little bonus. And we defeated the bug catcher. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, and obviously I need to heal up. Especially that poison. I don't want Hitman losing more health as we go around the cave. But I think I'll also go ahead and use a potion and get it healed up. Exactly 20, so I didn't waste any of that potion. Another wild encounter. You're going to find a lot of Zubats in this cave. They're kind of annoying. Pretty easy to run from them though. So I'm just going to go ahead and run. I'm not going to catch any Pokemon in this cave. You can find Geodude, and I believe in Pokemon Yellow you can find Sandshrew as well in the cave. So those wouldn't be terrible Pokemon to have on your team. Geodude obviously evolves into a Graveler and then eventually into a Golem. Golem you would need to trade, well Graveler you'll need to trade to get to evolve into a Golem. But definitely really high attack, defense, pretty decent attack. Definitely a worthy Pokemon to have on your team. But I'm not going to catch him here. You'll find out my team's going to be pretty classic, actually, when we get to that point. So we're going to go down this ladder, and we'll go down to another level of this cave, and I'm pretty sure we'll see somebody here that is kind of important to the game. Probably not the trainer themselves, but a specific type of character. So we'll go down another level. And there he is, Team Rocket Grunts. There's going to be a lot of these in this cave. Well, not a lot, but quite a few. And you don't have to battle them to get through the cave, but definitely worth the experience. And this one's going to have a Sandshrew. I'm going to give it a low kick. It'll probably won't take it out in the first shot, but it'll take it out pretty quick. If this sand attack doesn't make me miss, and there's another miss. So like I said, sand attack is really annoying. If it gets too annoying, you can always switch out and switch back, and your Pokemon status, your Pokemon stats should reset. But with a couple low kicks and a scratch, we took out the Sandshrew. About to use Rattata. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Captain Mal. Captain Mal can handle the Rattata pretty easily. So we'll give it a Thunder Shock, see what happens. Yeah, not bad. Ooh, and Rattata got paralyzed from it, so that's nice. Lower my defense, but that's alright, because I'm going to take you out here in 2 seconds. And it's gone. Critical hit there at the last moment. Definitely didn't need that, but it was nice to have. And a Zubat. So I'm not going to switch because Zubat is part Flying type, and as we all know, Flying type is weak to electric attacks. And with one hit, I can take out that Zubat. I'm not sure if that was because of the critical hit or because Captain Mal is just that awesome, but definitely took it out pretty easily. And down in these basement levels, well, there's always items to grab, so we'll go ahead and grab these items. Another Zubat. Definitely annoying. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of these in this cave. But we'll go ahead and keep running from them. We don't need to fight them. We'll get enough experience from trainer battles and an HP up. HP up will first Geodude. Nice. Like I said, I'm not going to catch one, but definitely a good Pokemon to add to your team. I'm just going to go ahead and run. I don't need to fight these wild Pokemon. No other items over there. There might be a hidden item over there, but I'm not going to go looking for it. But yeah, so that's the first basement level that you can get to. But you can't get out of the cave that way, so we'll have to head back. I like to travel in an area where I can see as both sides, if at all possible. That way you always know where you're going. Another wild Zubat. I'm gonna go ahead and run. Definitely don't need to see me fight those. And we have another trainer battle. What? Don't sneak up on me. I'm not sneaking anywhere. I'm just walking. And we have a Super Nerd. Super Nerds will typically have electric type Pokemon. That won't be too big of a deal, especially at this low level. They don't know any electric type moves, and low kick misses a lot. But we'll see how it does with this electric type Pokemon. It does a fair amount of damage, and the Magnemite flinch, so we don't have to worry about getting attacked back. So that's nice. And it grew to level 14, very nice. And Super Nerd is about to use Voltorb. Now, Voltorb is actually one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. Might even be the fastest Pokemon in Gen 1. So it's going to outspeed us every time, probably. So we'll have to deal with being attacked first. But fortunately, the second time I used a Screech, and I was able to take it out with 2 low kicks. So not too bad. And then Voltorb, well, Voltorb evolves into Electrode. So Electrode's got the highest speed in the game, but definitely not a bad Pokemon to have. But you can't catch that until later on anyway, so definitely worth thinking about, though. Since I have Pikachu, I definitely won't be getting a Voltorb. I don't need 2 electric Pokemon on my team. I think Pikachu would be jealous anyway. Speaking of Pikachu, I noticed after the last video I talked to Pikachu. Pikachu is really happy with me right now. You see him jump with excitement in there, and he's smiling and everything, so Pikachu's definitely really happy, and that's good, because we'll need that, especially once we get to Cerulean City, and you'll see why once we get there. Hopefully we can get there in this video. But we're going to fight this Bug Catcher. Bug Catcher's going to set out Caterpie, and Hitman's going to scratch this Caterpie to death, because low kicks aren't as effective as my scratches. So we'll do a little bit more damage since Hitman grew a level. Give it a couple scratches, see if we can knock it out. And 2 scratches will take down the Caterpie. And the Bug Catcher is about to use a Metapod. I won't change Pokemon. Metapod will probably harden itself up a lot again, but that's alright, we'll be able to take it out. Fortunately, the first couple of scratches will do quite a bit of damage, so we won't need to fight it too long. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit longer than we would like, though, but that's okay. Hitman's got nothing but time, and he'll definitely appreciate the experience for it. And he grew to level 15, very nice. And I learned Karate Chop, which will definitely help me with more rock Pokemon later on. Karate Chop is definitely a more powerful move than Low Kick. I'm not going to change Pokemon. Go ahead and I'm not gonna Karate Chop, but I'll just keep scratching it. We'll save that Karate Chop for a rock type Pokemon. Nice, with the critical hit. Give it another scratch and knock that Caterpie out. So we defeated this Bug Catcher. Hitman's doing pretty good for himself. I keep calling all my Pokemon him. I don't know why. In first gen Pokemon, the first gen games, there's no gender. So all your Pokemon are just neutral, I guess. I'm not sure. But I will call my Pokemon. I didn't mean to talk to Pikachu there. Anyway, so we'll go into this trainer battle. We also found an escape rope. That's nice if you need to get out of the cave real quick. It'll take you back to the entrance of the cave. So definitely worth having if you need a quick escape. And I think we'll go ahead and use Karate Chop on this grass type Pokemon. See what kind of damage we can do. A critical hit, very nice. But I'm just going to use Absorb. Not something to worry about too much. But did a little bit of damage there. See if that low kick. I probably should have used another Karate Chop, but I just flinched, so we don't have to worry about it. Give it a scratch to finish it off, and Otis goes down. So, Karate Chop, definitely a good move. I'm going to go ahead and use another Karate Chop on this Bellsprout, see what we can do. And almost knocked it out. Very nice. And Bellsprout's going to use Growth. It'll raise the special, but that's okay because we're going to knock it out. So Karate Chop looks like it has a better chance of getting critical hits, which is nice. So it's going to be a very useful move here. Just not just in this cave, but just in general, it's going to be a pretty useful move. And again, I'm going to run away from this Zubat. Definitely don't need it. And we'll head down to another basement. See what we can find down here. Definitely another Team Rocket Grunt. So we'll fight this Team Rocket Grunt. We'll take out this Team Rocket Grunt. I have no worries that that is a definite possibility. Gonna send out Zubat. Hitman will probably be able to take it out with a Karate Chop. See what happens here. Very close. Zubat's going to use Leech Life, so not too bad. It'll do 1 damage. But we'll finish it off with a low kick. Or we won't finish it off with a low kick. Oh well. We'll finish it off with a scratch. I like to change it up. I don't like using my more powerful new moves if I don't have to. That way I can save them for when I need them. I'm not going to switch. I'm just going to keep using it, man. We're going to give it another Karate Chop. So you see, Karate Chop is dealing out a lot of critical hits. So, definitely a good move to have. Edgar's going to use Wrap. Wrap is like Bind. It just keeps attacking you turn after turn. It's kind of annoying, but fortunately it doesn't do too much damage. It's not a very powerful move. Hitman gets level 16. Very nice. And I defeated Team Rocket. So, very nice. And over here on this rock, you can find an item. You can get an Ether. Ethers will, much like a potion, Ethers will raise the PP of the power points of a particular move. Ooh, and this is another Pokemon you can find in the cave, a Clefairy. Clefairies are they're very rare to find. I think I might go ahead and try to catch this one. But definitely a very rare Pokemon to find in the cave. I think they spawn once, 1% of the time. So definitely a rare Pokemon. The one time I didn't want to knock it out with low kick and went ahead and knocked it out, of course. But that's okay. I'm not going to use the Clefairy. I just kind of wanted to catch it. It'll be useful later when we need to use Flash in a cave later on, but not essential. So I'm not too upset that I knocked it out, but it'd have been nice to catch. Like I said, one of the rarest Pokemon you'll find in this cave. And we'll go ahead and fight this trainer here. This is going to be a youngster. So this will be another easy Pokemon trainer to take out. Send out Hitman. I might switch over to Captain Mal here in a little bit to finish him off. That way he gets a little bit more experience. Hitman seems to be gaining a lot of experience in this cave. And since he's just using another Rattata, I'm going to go ahead and switch out to Captain Mal. We'll save those power points for the Rock-type Pokemon I was talking about. And give Captain Mal some experience. So we're not going to quite knock it out with 1 Thunder Shock, but 2 will do the trick. And you see, even though I was attacking first with my Thunder Shocks, since Rattata used Quick Attack, he took priority for the attack. And I definitely won't switch out for the Zubat, because Captain Mal should be able to take him out with 1 Thunder Shock. We'll see what happens. Very nice. Super effective. So, yeah, took out that youngster very, very quick. And we'll go ahead and continue on. Up here, we're going to have a hiker. Before we take him on, we're going to grab this item back here, though. And have another random encounter. Another Zubat. Another Zubat that I'm going to run away from. And I found a Moonstone. Moonstones will be nice if you have a Nidorino or a Nidorina at this point in the game, or very soon in this game. You can evolve them using a Moonstone to Nidoking or Nidoqueen, and have a fully evolved Pokemon really early on in the game. So here's these Rock-type Pokemon I was talking about. Fortunately, Ip Man is going to be able to take them out really quickly, especially with his new move, Karate Chop. One-hit KOs are what I'm expecting. Not even. Is Karate Chop even a fighter? Nope, Karate Chop's a normal type move, which is why it didn't have that damage. So, I'll just use Low Kick. That'll be, that's something I wasn't expecting. I should know that, but Karate Chop is a normal type move, not a fighting move. So it did not have super effectiveness like I thought it would. But with my Low Kick, I'm able to take out these rock type Pokemon with pretty good ease, and we'll finish off this Onyx probably pretty quick too. It might not be a one-hit KO with this Onyx. Onyx has pretty high defense, but I'm not worried about his tackles. Hitman can take him out, no problem. And Hitman grew to level 17. So Hitman's getting a lot of experience in this cave. Like I said he would. I want to do a couple of things. So we'll go ahead and heal up first. Won't get him to full health, but it'll give him a little bit more health. But I'm going to go ahead and use that ether I found a little while ago. And restore that Low Kick, since Karate Chop is not a fighting type move. Still a good move to have, even though it's not a fighting type move. It's obviously it still gets those critical hits, but not going to help you with rock type Pokemon. Alright, and this should be the last basement we have to go through. I'm pretty sure there's an item up here, which is why I'm heading this direction, but it is a dead end. And we have another Geodude. Obviously, I'm not going to fight this Geodude. I'm just going to run away from it. Especially since I don't want to waste those Karate Chops. There probably is an item up here somewhere, but I'm not going to look for it. Alright, and we have another Rocket here. I called it a Rocket Grunt earlier, but I think that's Gen 2. This is just going to be a Rocket. I think Gen 2 they call them Rocket Grunts. Gen 1 though, it's just Rocket. We'll give this Rattata Karate Chop. Hopefully knock it out with one hit. Critical hit, not quite. We're going to scratch it to death though. And that should take it out. There we go. Gained a bit of experience. I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Captain Mal for this Zubat though. And Captain Mal should be able to take it out with one Thunder Shock. It is a little higher level 13, but I have faith in Captain Mal. Not quite, but again, Zubats aren't very powerful, so that Leech Life only did, what was that, 4 damage? So obviously not too much of a concern. So we'll take out this Zubat, no problem. And Captain Mal gets level 15. And what am I trying to learn? Double Team. Double Team is alright. It raises... I think in Gen 2 it raises evasiveness, but in Gen 1 it might be... it might just be lowers the accuracy for the other for the opponent. So not a bad move to have. I went ahead and forgot Growl. I probably never use it, but it's not a bad move to have. And here we have Paris. Paris in Red and Blue, you'll be able to find Paris throughout the cave. In Pokemon Yellow, I think this is the only level you can find Paris on, is the basement levels. So this, and again, another one of those rare Pokemon that you can find in the cave. I think it also has that 1% chance of spawning, much like Clefairy. Again, not a Pokemon I'm going to catch, not a Pokemon I'm going to use on my team, so I'm not going to waste my time trying to catch it. But I'm going to run from this Geodude. Like I said, Geodude's definitely a good Pokemon to have, but I don't want it on this walkthrough. And then I think over here, if I'm not mistaken, there is an item, another Moonstone hidden over here. So we'll go ahead and pick that up. Again, a Moonstone is useful for those Pokemon that need to evolve using a Moonstone. In this game, it's Nidoran, and Nidorina and Nidorino. I think there's another one, Clefairy and Jigglypuff. I think both evolved with Moonstones as well. And I think that's the number of Moonstones you can find in the game is 4. So each Pokemon that can evolve with a Moonstone is able to, with the amount of Moonstones you can find in the game. This guy is protecting his fossils. If you beat him, you get a fossil afterwards. This guy should be fairly easy to beat. I'm not going to worry about it. This is another Super Nerd. Sends out Grimer. We'll see if we can take this Grimer out with one of my Karate Chops. Hopefully, probably not 1, but definitely 2 if it doesn't disable it. Okay, Leer is disabled. I'm okay with that. You can disable my Leer all day if you want to. But like I said, 2 hits and that Grimer is going to go down. What are you using next? Voltorb? I'll keep Hitman in for this Voltorb. See what this Karate Chop will do against the Voltorb. And almost 1 hit. Very nice. I can probably finish it off with a scratch. Not with an item, with a scratch. Yep, definitely took it out. Not too bad. What are you using next? Coughing? I think I'll stay in for the coughing as well. Probably be able to take it out pretty easy with another Karate Chop. Again, probably not 1. Nope. But 2 will probably take it out. Smog's another one of those moves that will poison your Pokemon. Another one of those moves that don't do a whole lot of damage, though, so I'm not too worried about it. And I'll be able to heal up once this battle's over. So, with my Ip Man, I was able to take out this Super Nerd, and we'll be able to pick a fossil. So you have 2 options. Before I do that, I want to make sure I heal up before I do that, so I don't forget. So then I'll use an antidote and cure that poison. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch with Captain Mal. So Captain Mal can gain a little bit of experience. We'll have another Pokemon battle as we get ready to leave this cave. The Helix Fossil, there are 2 fossils you can choose from. The Helix Fossil and the Dome Fossil. The Helix Fossil will get you Ammonite, which evolves into Ammonistar. And the Dome Fossil will get you Kabuto, which evolves into Kabutops. I'm partial to Kabuto, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the Dome Fossil. And this Super Nerd is going to grab the other one, so Pikachu had to jump out of the way. So now we got the Dome Fossil, and we'll be able to revive that into a Kabuto later on in the game. But before we leave the cave, after we have another random encounter, we're gonna run from this Geodude again. Somebody's gonna come and surprise us. So we have a couple characters that you don't get to see in Red and Blue. Everybody knows who these people are if you've ever watched the anime. You have Jesse and James. Now again, they just call them Rocket. They don't call them Jesse and James. But they're Jesse and James. Everybody knows them as Jesse and James. And we'll see what a Thundershock will do against this poison Pokemon. And it's going to paralyze it. That's nice. And Ekans didn't attack because of its paralyzation. So, very nice. 2 times in a row. So Captain Mouse should be able to take this Ekans out with fair ease. Yeah, so they're going to have the same Pokemon that they would in the anime. They'll have Ekans, Coughing, and Meowth. And then later on in the game, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played, but later on in the game they might evolve. Wow, that scratch did a lot of damage. I don't know if an item's going to help me at this point, if that scratch is going to do that much damage. We'll see what happens, though. But, I might get knocked out by this Meowth. That is a lot of damage for a scratch. But it'll use some stat lowering moves, so I'm not too worried about it anymore. Maybe still able to take out the Meowth pretty easy. And then it's a Coughing. So like I said, 3 Pokemon, Meowth, Ekans, and Coughing. Just like in the anime. So I mean they're not going to be the easiest to take out, but They're going to be fairly easy. Not the hardest Pokemon to knock out. And especially if they get paralyzed. It's very easy to knock them out. And Captain Mouse is going to get level 16 for that battle. So, like I said, not too terrible to beat. And they're going to blast off, just like they do in the anime. And I'm not quite sure where they went, but that's alright. We're going to go ahead and exit the cave. And we are now on the Cerulean City side of the cave. It's important to note that once you head into Cerulean City, you can't come back to this portion of the cave. So you definitely want to make sure you grab all the items you can. I think there's a hidden item in here somewhere. I'm not sure where it's at. If I don't find it in a couple of seconds, I will just move on. There it is. Get a Great Ball. Great Balls are nice. They make catching Pokemon a little bit easier. But yeah, I think that's everything over here. Let's see what we have over here. I think this is an area you can't get to yet. Nope, here we go. There's another item you can grab, TM4. We'll find out what those TMs are a little bit later. Here's the area you can't get to. You can't get there yet, but that's alright. You don't want to fight that trainer. She's got really high level Pokemon. But yeah, once you hop down off of one of these two ledges, you see there's no way of getting back. So you want to make sure you grab everything over here before you hop down off of these ledges. And with that, you are in Cerulean City. And it's already been a long video, so we'll pick that up next time. So stay tuned for episodes. Thanks a lot for watching.